Welcome back to Mega Man X Let's Play Episode 9. I'm Ritz Blues. Where we left off, we just defeated Boomer Kawanger, got the rolling boomerang, and now we can move on to our last Maverick before the end of the game. Sting Chameleon. When I first played this game, back when it first came out, I had no idea which Robot Masters, which Mavericks, to tackle first. They all looked pretty much the same to me. I had no clue what to do. So, I picked the one that looked coolest to me, and that was Sting Chameleon. The Sting Chameleon stage has a lot of elements you've already seen. They've got the Water Striders from Launch Octopus's stage, they've got the Lumberjacks from Chill Penguin's stage, and then a few hidden gems as well. Now this is one of the first things I ever found when playing Mega Man X, was this mini-boss here. This mini-boss will jump up and down, he will shoot his hook hand out at you if you're at the right space, slam you up against the wall just like that. If he catches the wall though, he'll pull himself into it. So the best thing you can do is just keep plugging away at him, avoid his claw, and be ready to jump over him if he decides to sling that up against the wall like this. He has a ton of health for a mini-boss, but you can tell when he is almost dead because he starts smoking like that. Oops. Doesn't take a whole heck of a lot to figure him out. Once you get the pattern down, he's pretty straightforward. Took me a long time to figure out how to beat him the very first time because he only had such a small hitbox on the top of his head like that. As I recall, I seemed to spend a lot of time just hanging out up on the wall and just shooting at his head right from the wall itself, trying desperately not to get hit. I was too afraid as a kid to get up close to him. But defeating him is actually one of the most worthwhile things you can do because it unlocks the last of the 4 main capsules you find in the game. This capsule has the body armor in it, and it effectively reduces the damage you take by half or doubles your life bar, however you prefer to look at it. And it effectively sharpens and fills out X's final form with blue chest piece armor. Pretty good looking outfit there. Once you defeat the robot there, you can continue on through the stage, or you can continue to explore. Down here is a secret area that is at this point filled with water. And the reason it's full of water is because I defeated Launch Octopus earlier. Oops. Anyway, if you kick away the rocks or smash them with your helmet or any of that stuff, you can reach all the way over here and get this heart tank. If you don't have Launch Octopus defeated, you can also get over here by using Chill Penguin's charged attack, but it is extremely difficult to get back, if not impossible, without the water. If you don't defeat the robot up above, he'll be stomping on the ground and bashing rocks down, in addition to these enemies here. And those rocks can hit you right on the head, they'll fall right straight down from the ceiling, and it makes it really annoying and difficult to travel through here. But if you have the helmet upgrade, you can pretty much just ignore them. These guys can't be harmed until they stand up completely, so you just kind of have to sit there in the meantime until they do come out. These woodpeckers will continue to pull out robotic worms, which makes me wonder why in the world would we have robotic trees with robotic worms in them. It's kind of a strange thing. They're a decent enemy to choose to farm if you want to get some energy built up. Alright, getting down to the end here. This last section of the level, you have ride armor, which is fun. Especially though, because you gotta skim across the swamps and just beat the crap out of anything that gets in your way. If you don't jump though, you will sink down in the mud, and you won't be able to jump very easily without rapidly hitting the jump button. So I prefer to dash jump to get out of that, because it seems to ignore the physics while dashing at least. Anyway, it's nice to wear ride armor. You don't take any damage from anything. Really useful, lots of fun. The later versions of the X series, those ride armors, have other options other than just dash and punch. There's even one version where you can fight a boss in the ride armor, and it's actually intended for you to do that. So here we are, Sting Chameleon, the last Maverick. So Sting Chameleon will swing from the ceiling by his tongue. He'll stealth and blend into the walls. He'll do all sorts of things to trick you. He'll shake spikes down, and he has a tri-shot that he uses to try and hit you if you're on the walls. Anyway, he'll swing back and forth. Every time he switches sides, though, when he hits the ground, so you can take advantage of that by tricking him. Thanks again, Dark Clement, for showing me that. But it is true. Bosses have certain patterns. Him, Spark Mandrill, their patterns are very easy to predict. And you can lead your targets just the right time to defeat them. Alright. So that is our last Maverick to fight, Sting Chameleon. For defeating Sting Chameleon, we get the Chameleon Sting. It's basically a three-way spread shot. Pretty cool weapon. Looks great. Useful on a few targets, but in all honesty, I don't use it that often for its primary fire, but its alternate fire is one of the most useful skills in the entire game. And we'll show you that later when we get to Sigma stage. Speaking of which, so we've been taking care of all the problems around town, and that whole time Sigma Zero has been looking for Sigma's fortress. You'd think that a giant fortress with multiple levels in it and lots of energy being put into it would be easy to spot. But apparently not. And so now we have Sigma stage available to go to. But we're not going to go there just yet because I still have a few upgrades to collect over the next video or so. Once I have everything prepared, we'll go ahead and tackle the last set of stages. Sigma stage 1, then 2, and 3. Alright, so we'll see you next time. This is Ritz Blues. Thanks for watching.